Good afternoon, Rex Miller, another mini cast, again in Vancouver with Joseph Myers. And one of the things that came out this week, Joseph, we have a kind of a secured site of consultants where we all share ideas, but he shared this really provocative thought that really the villain is the linchpin to the story. If you don't have a great villain, you don't have a great story. And so I wanted to give you a chance to just expand on that, because that was a big aha for me.
Yeah, every story is directed by the compelling points of a story is always directed by your villain. And if your villain isn't strong, you don't have a strong hero, and you don't have a strong guy.
Interesting.
It's impossible. A strong hero who takes on a weak villain is just not a compelling story. Yeah, it's a bully. That's right.
Yeah, right.
Well done. And so, but also the part of the villain is to understand, like you mentioned earlier, we may be the villain in this story. And so figuring out where should we be in our story, and then once we figure out who the real villain is, what's motivating that villain, who's the guide to the villain, is key to figuring out the hero's conquering of that villain. You can't conquer a villain without knowing what's guiding them or who's guiding that villain.
Excellent. So in future mini casts now, we're set up where I'm going to share actual clients I'm working with using this model and sharing the villain in their situation and how they're confronting them, sharing the external constraints, the internal challenges they're having. And really, the whole point of the hero's journey is that it's not the drama, it's their internal discovery of who they really are. It's that character refinement that they go through and who they become on the other side of the villain or the constraint. Some, unfortunately, give in, and then that becomes what's called a tragedy. And we've all seen these tragedies. Hopefully our job is to help people actually get through and become that hero and become that better self to their families, at work, and to themselves. So I look forward to catching up to you on the future mini cast. Take care.